Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Curb Appeal, the series on my channel where I attempt to recreate the exterior from photographs. So various photographs that I find on Pinterest, Google Images, anywhere. You guys know the drill. I've been doing Curb Appeal on my channel for quite some time now, so you guys know what it is already. But right off the bat, I'm going to pop the photo of what we are creating on screen right here, right now. So as you can see, and you guys probably saw from the thumbnail already, but we are making these very ultra modern looking townhomes. So I saw this photo and was just immediately drawn to it for a couple reasons. First of all, I liked how symmetrical it is. The photograph was, at least. I don't know why, but my eye is just drawn to like symmetry and like nice looking things like that. I feel like humans in general maybe are drawn to like symmetrical stuff. I'm not really sure. And I also just liked how modern and contemporary they looked. A lot of townhouses that I've built, or I don't know, I feel like just your typical townhouse maybe isn't so interesting looking like this. So I really liked how cool the shape was and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought it would be something that I could do in The Sims. I definitely knew we had those windows in the photo because they look just like the ones from Get Famous and I'm using right here. And yeah, I just thought it was a really pretty photo. The photograph itself was pretty, and yeah, so that's why I'm recreating it today. And also, my second reason for why I'm recreating this photo is because I mentioned this a couple of videos ago, but I did say that I was really itching to do some like university kind of inspired builds because I know university has not been announced yet. I mean, we're all waiting for it. Like, where is the announcement? I'm pretty sure it has to be university. There's been no official announcement yet, but I'm like so sure that it's going to be university. I feel like everybody thinks that the next pack is going to be university. But anyways, I wanted to do something kind of university inspired. So what I decided to do with these homes is make them like student townhomes, or like not student residences, but maybe student residences. Just somewhere where students can live. So it's a very kind of like a basic townhome, very small, very tiny. All of them have like kind of a loft style bedrooms. So each of these townhomes is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. And yeah, I thought it would be cool to have like students living here. Maybe not in their first year, but when you get into like second, third, or fourth year of university, you can like live on your own and have your own kind of like kitchen and stuff, and live in these kind of like townhomes. So each one of these townhomes, as you will see when I do the bedrooms, I kind of gave it like a little bit of a different color scheme. And yeah, each one has like a little bit of their own personality, which I thought was super cute. So yeah, so one thing that I did do about these, as you can see, it's very symmetrical, just like the photo, but I did make the downstairs all the exact same. Not the exact same, like, color-wise, but the layout of the downstairs for all of these is all the exact same. And the reason is I was kind of thinking, like, you know, when you live in like apartments or townhomes like this, oftentimes there's going to be parts of the home that you can't move, kind of like the kitchen. So I kind of tried to make it as realistic as possible. So if you lived in townhomes like this, you wouldn't be able to like relocate the bathroom or the kitchen or something. However, the place came would be like that, set in stone, so you can't really like change the layout that way. So I kind of did that for all of these ones. As you can see, when I do the interior, the downstairs like kitchen and bathroom will be kind of like the same for all of them because I thought that was the most realistic thing. And it kind of reminded me of like when I used to live in university housing. When I was in like second and third year, I lived in like an apartment and all of our like units were exactly the same. So like the layout of every single person's like little apartment unit was always the same. The kitchen was in the exact same spot. The bathroom was in the exact same spot. So if you went to like your friend's like unit on like 2 floors above you, it would literally look like exactly like yours because you can't really move anything. It's kind of just very, very same across all the floors. So I kind of did that here just to make it a little bit more realistic, I guess. And also because these townhomes are so tiny, it doesn't really give a lot of room for like being creative with the layout. So yeah, that's just what I did, but I'm talking about the interior a lot. I'm not even there yet, so I'm gonna stick with talking about the exterior. But pretty much on the exterior, there wasn't really much to go off of in terms of the back of the place, so I just kind of made it up and kind of made it how I thought that it would look like. So very similar to the front, just have a little balcony and stuff, and I actually have the balconies connecting the two units, which is kind of cool. You can totally like put a divider if you don't think that's cool, but I thought since this is a little like apartment complex, maybe the two units will like share a balcony or something like that. So yeah, pretty much the color scheme, as you can see, is pretty like contemporary, just like neutral white, brown tones. There's some nice color from the green grass and like the landscaping and stuff, but pretty much it's just very like black, white, brown, and modern, and I really like that. I feel like I've been wanting to make kind of townhomes or a home like this with that kind of color scheme, just like very simple and very clean. So this one was definitely up my alley, definitely something I wanted. So you will see I also built this in, what is it called? It's not Newcrest, it's Mongolia Promenade, is that what it's called? The little world that comes with, what is it, Get to Work? Get Together? I'm getting my packs all mixed up. I think it's Get to Work, comes with this little like retail city area where there's like shops and stuff. So I just put it here because I thought that these townhomes would fit nicely kind of in like a city-ish area, and I feel like this little promenade kind of reminds me a little bit of like a campus where there's like a couple shops around, but it's not quite like downtown, it's not quite the suburbs, it's kind of like halfway in between. So I thought I'd do it there, and I did kind of pave the entire lot with kind of like concrete pavement or tiling, because it's not like they have like grass surrounding them, they don't have like a big backyard, it's just like urban townhomes that are just like, you know, right there. So they have a cute, you'll see, I'll do it in a sec, or maybe I'm doing it right now. I put in like a little basketball court for them because when I used to live in the dorms at my university, we had like basketball hoops and like tennis courts in the back of our dorm, so people could like play sports and stuff. So I thought that kind of reminded me of it, so I put a basketball court in the back. I was thinking of doing like putting like cars in like a parking lot back here, but then I thought it would be more functional to actually put like activities back here, and you can like have a nice little barbecue out on the back of your porch and stuff and like have friends over. So I thought that made a little bit more sense instead of just putting like a decorative parking lot or something. Also, there's no like distinct driveway on this lot, unfortunately, because we don't have cars, so it would kind of not make sense because the cars wouldn't be able to actually drive up there, actually. So yeah, but pretty much we are doing like the interior now. We're just getting started on the interior. So like I said, I kind of make all 4 units, the downstairs, I make it quite uniform and quite same in all of them. So the next couple minutes might be a little bit repetitive for you, but I did try and change it up a little bit by doing some units, or 2 of the units are like a light color scheme and 2 of the units are a dark color scheme. So something that you guys might know or might be familiar with, but you know when you purchase like a new development condo, like if you're gonna like buy a condo or an apartment building before it's been developed, you can kind of like choose your unit's color scheme. So sometimes they will offer like a white color scheme and a dark color scheme. So it means like your kitchen counters and like your backsplash and your floors can be like the lighter version, or you can get the darker version. And there's like some customizable features when you buy a apartment building like brand new, because like they haven't built it yet, so you can choose what it's going to look like. So I kind of figured that it's similar here, where some units have like the dark color scheme and some units have the light color scheme. So yeah, I just wanted it to have like a little bit of variability and not be exactly the same. So yeah, it kind of alternates. So 2 have the white and 2 have the black. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of cute and a little bit more realistic. I don't know. You guys know that I do like to have my builds like semi-realistic. I mean, there's always like a line I draw because it is a game, it is a Sims, it doesn't have to be, you know, perfectly realistic, but there are some cute aspects like that I enjoy doing, like having light color scheme or a dark color scheme. So yeah, that also just made it look not so boring at the bottom, having some different stuff. So you'll see the parts where I can add personality, I do. So stuff like your kitchen rugs or your bar stools or your like bathroom towels and stuff, places where you would add your own personality if you were to move in, I did try and make different. So everybody has like a different rug, everyone has different like towels, bath mats, stuff like that. Their little open shelving in the kitchen. I figured the students that moved in here would want to like paint their shelving to make it look a little bit cuter and add a little bit more personality and stuff like that. But yeah, besides that, everyone's kitchen layout, as you can see, is exactly the same. But yeah, besides that, I can't wait till we go to the upstairs because that's when like more of the different personalities come out with the rooms and stuff. But yeah, besides that, I hope you guys are enjoying how it's turning out so far. I know they're very squishy and very small, but I think it's pretty realistic because when you're a student, you can't afford to live in like a beautiful, huge, like thousands of square feet apartment. Like you're gonna be in like a tiny little thing when you're in university. But even given that, these townhomes are pretty nice for, you know, university living or for a college student. Maybe I should have like made them look a little bit more run down, a little bit more beaten up, but I wanted it to look very clean and modern still. So maybe these townhomes are for like wealthy college students who are like working a job and can afford these nice townhomes to live in. I don't know. To be honest though, the apartment that I lived in when I was in university was pretty nice. It wasn't like, I didn't like rent it through like a landlord because that would be really expensive, but it was actually through my university. So it was like, I guess slightly cheaper than having to actually rent a place. So it was like a high-rise building right in the middle of campus, and it had just been built like the year before I moved in. And it was for students only. Obviously, it was at like a price that was like maybe a little bit cheaper than having to rent from an actual, you know, person. So that was honestly so lucky that I got into that building. I think me and my best friend, we lived on the 10th or 11th floor. So we had a pretty good view of like the water. We could watch like airplanes land because the airport was like on one of our views, and if we looked to the other side, we saw like the ocean. So it was honestly pretty nice considering it was like student housing. But the university that I went to is also like very scenic and very nice. It's right by the water, so you can like see the ocean, you can see mountains, you can see so much. So I think that was also just lucky. The location of where I went to university, it just happened to be quite nice. So no matter where you lived on campus, you could have like a pretty sweet view. But yeah, my like upper year residence was actually pretty nice considering because yeah, even my first year residence was really nice as well, not gonna lie. I got really lucky with where I got to live while I was at university. Thanks. Shout out to my parents. Thank you for making sure I had a nice place to live while I was in university. But in first year, everybody gets assigned a dorm room, and there are some dorms that are like brand new. You get your own ensuite bathroom, super modern, just the rooms are huge, all single rooms, no double rooms. Or you could get a residence where it's like a dungeon. The rooms are like a closet. you have to share a room with someone. It's like communal bathrooms with the floor. And the thing is, the nice dorms and the old dorms are like pretty much the same price. Like there isn't a huge price discrepancy between like getting a beautiful brand new one versus getting like 100-year-old one. So I was so lucky that I got assigned the nice one. So like that's how I met my friend too, like my best friend from university. We met at from living on the same floor in first year, and like our dorm room, I'm telling you, it was so nice. It was really, really big. It was like, I want to say it was like double or triple, even more the size of this office right here. I don't know if you can kind of tell how big this office is. It extends quite a bit this way, but my dorm room, I'm telling you guys, it was like twice or three times the size. I had a closet, I had a mirror, I had room for a desk, a bed, I had room for a bike, and also I had my own ensuite bathroom. So seriously, you guys, I got so lucky. And then my other friend lived in like this dungeon one, and it was literally the same price. So like I cannot believe like how lucky I got. So if any of you guys are like going to university soon and you guys are going to be living in residence, definitely do your research beforehand, because sometimes it could be the same situation as me where like you pay the same price no matter what dorm you get. So make sure you like request a good one and like research it, watch like vlogs, go on Reddit, whatever, and like find out what the best dorm room is and like try and get in that building, because seriously, it makes a difference where you live. If you live in a gross place, you're gonna like hate living there. If you live in a nice one, you're gonna like never want to leave. So yeah, that was like my experience of living on campus in university. I know a lot of my friends like lived off campus and like rented a place together or something like that. But if any of you guys have like gone to university, let me know down below what like your living situation is. I feel like the most like cliche, like stereotypical college student living situation is always like this gross rundown home or something. But like seriously, you guys, I got so lucky and I managed to like live somewhere pretty nice. But again, yes, shout out to my parents for making sure that I got, you know, a good living situation, because I definitely wouldn't have enjoyed university as much as I did if I didn't have a nice place to live. Because yeah, I'm very like picky. Honestly, even like my workplace, like my office, I am very judgmental about like my office space too. Not like my desk, but like the office in general. When I went for my interview for the job that I currently have, when I went into the elevator and I went up to the top floor or wherever where the office was and the doors opened, it was like white marble, like frosted glass, like beautiful bright lights and everything, and it was like so beautiful. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, like I want to work here. Look at how beautiful it is, look at how modern it is. And like, I don't know, I don't want to say that's the reason why I wanted to work there, but it definitely played a big factor, because if I didn't like the office, I don't know if I would have liked the company as much, I guess. I don't know, I don't like, I'm kind of joking but half not, because you know, you spend so much time, you know, at your workplace that you want to make sure that you really like it. So yeah, no, I'm definitely very lucky that my office is pretty too. But yeah, anyways, that's enough about how picky I am about the spaces that I spend time with. I don't know why. Maybe it's like OCD, but I just like, I don't know, I'm very particular about that kind of stuff. But anyways, let's get back to the build, because I feel like I've been rambling on for way too long. But as you can see, I've pretty much done like all 4 of them. I'm working on the last one. I didn't do them in order, but I tried to make them all a little bit different. I gave 2 of them just a single bed, and then 2 of them had a double bed. The double bed couldn't fit in many different configurations, so I had to do like the same configuration for both double bed rooms, unfortunately. And it's still not an ideal like bed placement. It's kind of like in the middle of the room, and if you want to get to the back section, you have to like walk around the bed. But I feel like that's, you know, it's kind of realistic, because there isn't very much room separation, so the bed like headboard kind of acts as like a room separator. So it kind of works, and it's quite cozy, and I feel like, you know, that's just the reality. You're a student, you don't have a ton of space. It's just like a big communal sleeping, working, living area all in one floor. I definitely liked the variety of how different each one of them looks. I really liked that pink one that I did at the far right side. I just think it's so cute, so girly. I like how that person who lives there maybe really likes like fashion, really into clothing, definitely a very like feminine, girly person with the plush rug and stuff like that. And then this one I'm working on right now, it's kind of like a brighter, modern theme, but there's like pops of yellow. So I really wanted to draw in the yellow because on the downstairs of that one, I have like yellow bar seating and stuff, so I wanted to make sure I brought the yellow upstairs. It might look a little bit out of place, but I think it looks pretty cute and fun and fresh. Maybe that person has like a little bit of a quirky side to them and just like likes the color yellow. But the other two with the dark color schemes are just kind of, you know, regular, pretty modern, pretty cool. One of them has like a YouTuber studio thing, so maybe they're like a college student who studies film or is also a YouTuber on the side. I'm not really sure. But yeah, each of them has a little bit different to offer, so you can definitely pick which one your sim would want to live in or create different sims that are going to live in here, and they can all kind of have a different personalities. But as per usual, you can totally change up the color scheme here and there, just change color swatches to make it fit your sim's personality a little bit more. But it looks like we are pretty much done with the build, so the screenshots should be rolling. I feel like that was a little bit of a long video, maybe not. I feel like I rambled on a little bit more in that video, which I think is fine because sometimes I talk about the build the entire time. This time, I just wanted to share a little bit about my college experience because you guys, I'm so excited for university. You guys know I'm excited for university because I don't know, I just feel like that's something that I want my sims to experience because I experienced it and had so much fun. So yeah, I just like cannot wait, you guys. I cannot wait. But it looks like the screenshots should be rolling right now, which means it is time for me to get out of here. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode of Curb Appeal. Let me know if the recreation turned out like the photo. Rate my skills out of 10. What do you guys think of it? And if you guys liked this video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you thought about it. And if this is our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends or if you want to see more Sims for Curb Appeal videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye everybody!